There's a love triangle among competitors in a medieval combat role-playing game.
I'd say no more. I'm in.
That inspired a gruesome pipe bomb attack last fall.
Are you in now?
Are you in now?
Sorry. I didn't know where this was going.
Clayton Alexander McCoy of Ohio was charged yesterday in federal court with allegedly trying to blow up his romantic rival last October, leaving the man with extensive injuries and serious burns.
Wow, over a love triangle.
The allegedly lovelorn bomber was an avid member of the Dogger Here live-action role-playing or LARPing community.
I'm a fan.
According to a criminal complaint unsealed on March 11th. Now, the filing describes Dagger Here as a battle game with full contact melee fighting and ranged combat that involves engaging opponents with weapons at a distance beyond hand-to-hand combat as its primary focus. As if I had to tell
Right. No, you didn't. Thank you. Yeah, no.
Because I know you're fully aware and a huge participant.
Yeah, tell us about your role-playing games that you participate in, Jeffy.
Well, mine is more hand-to-hand. But go
Is
ahead.
it?
Yeah.
Okay, so this goes beyond hand-to-hand. On October 30th last year, the victim opened a package left for him on his porch. As he unwrapped the package, it exploded, shooting triangular pieces of shrapnel and BB pellets into his body.
Ouch.
Yeah,
Man, no
exactly.
kidding.
That's what he said.
I mean, I said something about
That's
the
not what she
Unabomber.
said. That's what he said.
Oh, yeah.
The victim, who's identified in court filings only as NK, spent a month in the hospital recovering from the attack and is still undergoing rehabilitation.
Yeah.
According to NK, as he opened the smaller white box, a small nail that appeared to be inserted into the white box was pulled outward. And when he removed the nail, he heard whistling and hissing sounds, and that was followed by the explosion.
I mean,
Okay.
I don't want to say that it's his fault.
Here we go.
But it's a
I'm
good
with you.
rule of thumb.
I'm with you on this.
you get a package.
When hissing and whistling begin,
you might want to back
throw
off.
the thing.
If you get a
throw
package
it.
delivered to your home and it has a nail in it,
Yep.
Don't
You're not
open it.
removing it.
You're not pulling.
You're not-
don't do
Don't
that.
open it.
What
You
are
are
doing?
backing away and making a phone call.
Yeah.
Right?
Stop it.
Right?
And besides, if it's a role-playing chick, I mean, is it really worth this?
Well,
No,
yes,
it's
of course it is. But because listen to this. I mean,
Yeah.
there was this little triangle going on. Apparently, investigators focused on McCoy after the victim's girlfriend, who had met McCoy in this role-playing game 7 years earlier, said McCoy confessed his romantic interest in her roughly a week before the bombing. The woman turned him down, canceled a camping trip with him, saying she's in a relationship with her boyfriend who's also in the role-playing
Right. We're going
world.
camping to role play.
So I think he said to her something like, "Hark, fair lady, methinks thou hast protested my courtship in haste.
Is that a quote?
Thou art give due heed to my words, me lady."
Yeah, he's still
That's an
quoting.
exact quote.
He's still
Yeah,
quoting the
it's
guy. Yeah, I mean,
It's an exact quote.
Let him
Are you a
give him
member
quote.
of the role playing team?
Now, let me tell you the least surprising part of this entire story. McCoy was found by Google searches, which placed him at his home in Chesterland, Ohio, where he lives with his mother. The least
Okay.
surprising aspect of that story.
Was there a basement involved?
Mr. Role Player lives
takes
with
care.
mom.
Takes care of his mom.
Lives with mom in mom's basement and does role playing on the weekend. All right, so I got to finish this story on the role playing, on the medieval role playing.
Okay, so you
thing.
ended with him taking care of his mom.
Yeah. Okay. So, no,
stop
he's not taking care of his mom. His mom's taking care of him. Keep in mind, this guy's 30 years old.
30 years old.
Okay. 30. Clayton McCoy drove from Ohio to Maryland to leave a pipe bomb at one of his fellow role players' house because
Rival.
they're battling over apparently a girl.
Right.
Fair maiden.
A fair maiden. Thank you. Yes, exactly right. So he hurts him quite badly with this pipe bomb.
Right. That's terrible.
Here's what's also interesting. Not only does he live in his mom's basement, but the car he drove from Ohio to Maryland to leave the pipe bomb is also his mom's.
I
He
mean,
doesn't even have his own car, this guy.
saving on tax purposes.
First of all,
Taking care of his mom. What does he get? Run errands 5 states away?
oh, unbelievable, crazy. There's a profile picture for a Facebook page bearing his name.
Oh, yeah?
Which shows a man in medieval style Degorher armor.
Sure.
I don't even know how to. Complete with a mock shield and what appears to be an axe. Other pictures on the page show the same bearded man in chainmail and other armor in mock
hold on.
battle.
It's kind of cool.
What are the rules of
Kind of cool. Yes.
What are the rules of this particular LARPing? Because I remember you saying it was like physical stuff. Like in other words, okay, and I'm not defending anyone in this story,
Right.
but let's just say you're a UFC fighter. You get in the ring, there's a chance you die, right?
Yes.
A boxer, whatever, right?
Uh-huh.
So are there any rules to how they can combat each other? In other words, if
I
you
don't
sign
know,
up,
Keith.
are you risking...
I'm not a role player like this, and it doesn't give the rules of the game.
It said that they do it away though, without hand to hand.
Oh, without hand to
That's what
hand?
the story in the story.
Well,
it
it's
talked
beyond
about.
hand-to-hand
Beyond.
combat.
See, beyond hand to
Yeah,
hand.
it's beyond hand-to-hand combat. Apparently, the route that Clayton took from Ohio to Maryland was specifically designed to avoid tolls, too, because I don't...
No, people that know where you're at, man.
Right.
Yea, 'tis so. I forsook the direct path as to avoid paying even a farthing to the fiendish sheriff. I think that was a direct quote from him.
Yeah. Well, how do they know that he's just not cheap? I mean, he lives with his mom. I mean, I avoid tolls too.
The man didn't pay a farthing.
He didn't
Not a
make-
farthing. Not even a farthing
Who
did he
keeps a
pay.
farthing with
Did he
them
pay? That's
when
true.
you're going on a drive?
That is true.